please welcome the great man from Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. Sam Raimi.
Perhaps I should have, but it took years. So the transition was like when it finally came, it was like, yes, let me make the movie already. But the process of working with the studio was disappointing.
Was that because of the constraints that they put upon you? Did you feel that you were hindered in some ways and you weren't allowed to express yourself as creatively as you had been on your previous films? What was the source of the frustration?
The source of the frustration was, besides development hell, was they wouldn't let me cut my own movie. My previous movie, 2 movies ago, called Crime Wave, had been taken away from me, and I never got a chance to do my cut of the movie. So I cut with my editor, Evil Dead 2, myself. I promoted someone who had been an effects person, Kay Davis, and a good trailer cutter, but that was really something that I got to cut myself because I didn't want the experience of having it taken away from me. And then when Darkman came along, I said to Universal, I need to have my own editor. And they said, no, we're going to make the movie, but we're not going to give you your own editor. And so they put aboard their own cutter. And when the editor's cut was due, he said, I can't make head or tail out of this. I need more time. And I said, well, I only have a couple weeks. I need you to finish like in a week then. But he took about 3 weeks more, and then he quit and walked away and said, this won't cut together. And then I had a few weeks to start to cut it together, and Universal says, we cannot wait anymore. We need to have the screening. And then I had the screening, and I could not believe when the technical people who are in charge of the scores came out. They told me I'd broken a record, which was incredible. I had scored the lowest of any Universal picture ever. And this is like going back to the 50s when they started to. So Universal says, we're taking the picture away from you and we're going to put our own cutter on board. You're going to put your own editor on board? I haven't had a chance to really edit this movie. I've been on it for like 2 to 3 weeks myself, and I was left a mess by the last editor. They go, no, you're going to take a trip and come back in a month or 2. So they got their cutter to cut it, and instead of like a 22, whatever I think that number was, it went up to like a 25. And they didn't have any editors to take away from me anymore. It was the only good moment I had. And then they cut it one more time, and it went up to like a 27. And they said, we're washing our hands of this mess. Talk about her, but she's a great actress, and she really did do anything to get the movie made. And I only heard later from her driver. Yes, she was so scared coming to set every day that I would drive her. I say, how do you know? Because I had to pull over to the side of the road for once she vomited multiple times. Because I didn't understand what I was putting her through. Or I intentionally put a blinder on. All right, bury her alive in the mud. More drowning? Stay underwater, Ellison. I know you can hear me. It was horrible. But I knew I had to do it for your enjoyment. Talk about her, but she's a great actress, and she really did do anything to get the movie made. And I only heard later from her driver. Yes, she was so scared coming to set every day that I would drive her. I say, how do you know? Because I had to pull over to the side of the road for once she vomited multiple times. Because I didn't understand what I was putting her through. Or I intentionally put a blinder on. All right, bury her alive in the mud. More drowning? Stay underwater, Ellison. I know you can hear me. It was horrible. But I knew I had to do it for your enjoyment.